All right. Well, welcome everyone to my last speech of the semester. Thank you for viewing my previous speeches before. As you know, we've been tasked with a group speech, and today we're talking about different types of animal training. I've been tasked with discussing dolphin training specifically. Dolphins are classically trained as a classical type of training, treat-reward system. But what I wanted to talk about today was more so the ethical side of training dolphins. Is bringing dolphins into captivity a good thing? Is it not a good thing? Does it have negative side effects? Or are there positive side effects or none at all? My first reference I want to start out with is a famous man who trained all of the flipper dolphins. His name is Richard O'Berry, and he recently, or not recently, but after training flippers, he decided to go from becoming the world's greatest proponent for dolphin training to the world's greatest proponent for releasing dolphins in the wild and not catching them anymore. And the reason is, his flipper dolphin was so upset and distressed from being kept in captivity that he believed the dolphin committed suicide in his arms instead of staying in captivity. The dolphin was swimming and decided to take its last breath, and it held its breath underwater and died. So with that said, I'm going to start off as an opponent to dolphin training. I don't know if any of you have seen the movie The Cove, but this movie was produced by Richard O'Berry, and they go over to Japan in this little city where dolphins are captured in a cove, and all of the trainers from SeaWorld and the other dolphin training companies come over and they find the dolphins that they want to train. However, what they show you in this movie is that after they pick their dolphins, they slaughter hundreds of dolphins. Hundreds and hundreds of dolphins every week, every month, around the year, just to catch a few and to make the millions of dollars they can make off the few dolphins that they go ahead and train. So, of course, there's a very negative side effect to this, because A, it kills a whole bunch of dolphins, and B, this meat is actually released into Japan, and all of the children in those cities are eating this dolphin meat, which is very high in mercury, and it's causing a very high rate of birth defects in these cities. So this is a very negative side of dolphin training. Now, there have also been studies released that show keeping dolphins in captivity and having them participate in dolphin-human interaction programs does not negatively affect their life. These dolphins who are kept in captivity and who are allowed to interact with humans, we actually got to do this in St. John. We went to a little dolphinarium, or whatever you would call it. We got to swim with the dolphins. The dolphins swam around us, we grabbed them, they pulled us. It was a great time. We had a lot of fun. So this study showed that a dolphin being in one of these programs for 6 months to a year does not actually affect negatively their social habits. So when the dolphins go away from the humans and they interact with one another, their interactions are normal. It's not much different than from when the dolphins are out in the wild. And even though we can see there are no negative side effects to that, I think we can all agree that keeping dolphins in captivity is probably not the right thing. But I'd like to thank you guys for coming and joining me for this really quick speech. There's a lot more information that I could get into. However, I just have a short speech and I wanted to give you a primer. Thank you guys. I'll show everyone.